It's an absolute pleasure कि इस वक्त मेरे साथ the ace director राकेश ओम प्रकाश मेहरा जी हैं. राकेश, it's really always a pleasure to meet you. चाहे वो आपके डायरेक्टर के रूप में हो और as a friend or as a person who you could just sit and talk to. It's lovely meeting you always.
Always. It's so nice meeting you all the time.
Okay, which of your avatars do you identify most with? A director who makes Bollywood films, a person who comes from the ad background, a person who's seen a lot of life in other fields. What do you identify most with?
Nothing. I think just a traveler through life. More like a wanderer.
Okay. So when people come up to you and say, "Wow, the ace director, Rakeysh Om Prakash Mehra," what is the thing that comes to your mind? Is that me?
What comes to my mind is how less these people know. If they get impressed by such ordinary work, and people.
So is it wrong if I say that Rakesh ji, direction is a career for you?
It is, because that's where how my kitchen runs. So it's definitely a career, no questions about it. But I'm lucky that first and foremost is my passion, and it's something which I like doing, and that is also my career.
Right. Okay, we're talking to a lot of parents and students who are, exploring, or rather we'd like them to explore different career options. And definitely direction is one thing which we would like them to know about.
Yeah.
So, I would like to know a little bit about this. Rakesh ji, where are you from? Aap kahan ke ho, and how many years have you been in Mumbai?
I'm from Delhi, and I came to Mumbai 20 years ago. And when I came here to make advertising films. So I was doing advertising commercials.
Right.
I was part of an advertising agency before that.
Right.
So I left that to start my own company.
Right.
And I never assisted anybody or worked anywhere else. So I started my own company, and it took some time, but then it found its feet. Right.
So
in Mumbai. Yeah.
Coming back, since you've been in Mumbai, you said that you came here to make ad films, to direct ad films initially.
That's right.
So somewhere, direction as a career has always been at the back of your mind, that this is what you want to realize into your dream.
Yeah, kind of. In the sense, I was always interested in movies, and I wanted to be a part of them. And I just went about it one step at a time, and I didn't go through a professional course or working for someone, like assisting someone and then learning through it. So I just jumped into it all alone and learned how to swim, I guess.
But the students who are listening, or the parents who are listening to us, if you had to give them advice, now what you did 18 or 20 years ago, you didn't take any technical courses as such.
Yeah.
Is this the kind of advice you would give the students today too?
When you choose a career path, it's a very individual decision. It's a choice which you have to make, and when you are young and you're just passing out of college, there are too many people advising you too many things. Your parents, the elders you look up to, your uncles, your aunts, what your friends have chosen. Your elder brother, elder sister, your elder cousins, what are they doing? What the families have been doing. Sometimes there are families of lawyers, and sometimes there are families of doctors. So you're expected to carry on doing that, and it is a very trying time. It's a very, very difficult time for any youngster, and I would rather not be in their shoes. But all I can say is there's another voice which is inside you. You have to hear that voice, and that is the most honest thing you can do with yourself. Because if you're in touch with yourself and your instincts are telling you to explore a bit more, do a bit more often than not we choose our careers depending on the money.
Yes.
I think money so early in life should not be the priority. It should be, what you feel like doing.
Okay.
And the more you explore, because once you are in a place where you're very happy, then automatically you learn money after that.
Right.
But if you're in the wrong place, making lots of money, soon you realize that 5 years, 10 years have gone by. You're maybe making even more money, but you're unhappy. But then it will not be good for you and not be good for even the job you've chosen or the career you've chosen.
You won't be true to it after a while.
It's not just true. It's then you're just doing a job. Then it just becomes like leaving home and going to work and coming back, and then next year again going to work.
Right, true. So the parents who are listening, sometimes as you talked about the money factor, yes, how competitive is your chosen career direction? How competitive is it?
It is, I would say it's very competitive, but in today's day and age, there are schools, there are colleges where you can take vocational training and try and understand whether this is the thing you really want to do.
Right.
I would advise youngsters that in whatever they choose in life, and suppose they were choosing direction. Direction is nothing more than storytelling. You're actually telling a story. So, do you like telling stories? So first you have to like telling stories. That's the question you have to ask yourself. You cannot be in the business of direction for some other reason, like glamour. Because soon you'll get, okay, there is glamour. But after 3 months, once you've seen the glamour, then it becomes very boring for you.
True.
Then what do you do?
True.
So you can't base your career decision on reasons which are not real.
Right.
Your decisions have to be very real. They have to come from your heart. They have to be fearless decisions. You can't be scared and take a decision. You can't be insecure. You can't pick up a job because your parents are saying so, or obviously your parents will always think good for you.
Right.
It's not that the parents will think I should put my children through a lot of difficulty. It's not that. Each and every parent, they always think good for you. But what I'm trying to say is, you know better than your parents what you need to do.
Right.
So you need to follow your own path, because sooner or later in life you'll be on your own.
Yes. Some time ago, when we were talking about this, you mentioned that there are families which have a tradition, like they talk about families of doctors, families of lawyers. True. So you come from a family of academicians or businessmen?
Not really. I come from a very lower middle class family, and my father was in service, my mother was a housewife.
Right.
Like millions of Indians.
Right.
And our household income was less than 2,000 rupees.
Right.
So we were barely managing to pay for the education of the 3 children. We were 3 siblings. So my father used to work in a hotel. So my brother has taken on, he started his own restaurant. My younger sister is a principal in a school, and I've ended up being a film director.
Wow, so all different.
Yeah, but what the parents focused on was to give us the best education. After that, they never told us what to do. We each followed our own heart, and it took time. It takes some time, but the good thing is the most wonderful part of any job or career option is the journey.
Yes.
Is the process. Is the struggle every day. It's not about a fat salary check. Believe me, I've seen many unhappy people who have just gone for the paycheck.
Yes. And over the years they've realized this is not what they wanted to do.
Obviously not. It's like money can buy you certain amenities, but it cannot do justice with your life. If you're meant to do more, or something else, then that will make you happier.
So if there is an added bit of advice you would like to give the students, let's say they've tried out their hand at all these things which you've said, and they've somehow found that yes, they want to do direction. What's the one solid piece of advice you would like to add to this?
I think before you choose any career, before you fix your life,
yeah.
Kind of get into a slot,
Right.
you should give yourself time and space to travel the world and just take a backpack. It does not need money, it needs attitude, it needs courage. Hitchhike, take lifts, get onto trains, walk on the road, travel all the countries and give your life 2-3 years of traveling.
Okay.
And once you've traveled and you've been around the world, around your own, India is such a great country. It's just that it will bring awareness, it will open up your mind. Because otherwise you'll stay in the pond, and you'll have a pond mentality. And there's an ocean out there, so you should explore that.
So is reading also a very, very crucial part of the development of direction as a career?
Absolutely. If you are not reading, if you don't, it's what you get is what you give out. So the more rich your life gets with literature and with experiences, and that's why I said travel, because I was hoping that once you travel you'll be reading material from all over the world and getting in touch with so many cultures and people and how they live and what they do, and then you will be able to understand yourself and your country better through when you juxtapose them, and then you will want to tell your own stories. What I mean is, if to be coming back to direction, today you can pick up anyone's camera, you can borrow one if there's not one at home, and all these cameras are digital today. Every telephone, every phone, mobile phone has a camera today.
Yeah.
Try and make your own movie at home,
Okay.
what we call home movies or home videos.
Right.
Try and put some music, put it on a computer. We all have access to computers. Edit it yourself, put some music onto it. It's all common sense. There are a lot of packages available on the net which you can download, free trial, all these, and all the youngsters know it today. So I need not tell them much of it. They're very smart, the generation is very intelligent.
Right.
So just make a couple of movies.
Okay.
See if you're enjoying the process. Don't worry about the quality of the technical quality of the film. Show it to people, show it to friends, show it to people around. Judge for yourself that did you enjoy the process of doing that. 2, are the people enjoying the movies that you made and telling the stories that you made?
Very important.
So this will tell you that whether you're made for this business or not, whether you're a round peg for a round hole or not.
I think that is very succinctly put, and rightly so. Nothing else expected from an ace director like Rakeysh Prakash Mehra. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us, and let's hope after this little conversation that we've had, many more students who are listening to us will try their hand out to know if they are cut out for this, if this is the cloth they're cut out for, or especially their parents too, to know what these students need. Thank you so much.